Hello. Thank you. Hello. It is 5 o'clock, and our recognition ceremony has a fabulous tradition of always starting promptly, so I don't want to break the tradition. Welcome to the Little Theater in Washington and to the 2024 recognition ceremony for the Rappahannock News Foothills Forum Storytelling Contest. My name is Edie Tatel, and I'm doing this for the third year, and it's just a pleasure. The most fun, most exciting thing is to read the entries when we get them, when they come flooding in at the very last minute. It's really wonderful, and it's very inspiring to us all. This is the 6th year, come on in. This is the 6th year of the storytelling contest, which was the brainchild of Stephen Brooks, who is sitting over there, and at the and when it began, it was an essay contest, and then last year we converted it into a storytelling contest, and we did it for several reasons. For one thing, students were not red hot engaged in writing yet another essay, but they were really excited about using their imagination and their creativity to create a story. It has taken a lot of effort, you can tell from their entries. So we allowed them to submit their stories in a written form. It could be prose, it could be poetry, it could be music, it could be a song, it could be art, it could be a film, it could be a TikTok, a YouTube, and the students always surprise us with their ingenuity. The contest, as always, is sponsored by the Rappahannock News and the Foothills Forum. So right now I would like to turn it over to the Rappahannock News publisher, Dennis Brock, and the Foothills Forum president, Andy Alexander.
Thank you. Thanks, Edie. And thanks, everybody, for coming. This is one of the most fun things and wonderful things we do every year because it showcases the great talents of our next generation, which fills me with hope. So just thank you. Congratulations to all the winners and to everybody who participated in the contest, to our judges who worked really hard judging, and to everybody else involved with making this evening happen. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Dennis. I'm Andy Alexander. I'm the board chair of Foothills Forum. If you don't know what Foothills Forum is, we are a community-supported nonprofit. We hire accomplished journalists to help Dennis with his paper by supplying them with in-depth stories. And we are separate from the Rappahannock News, but we are in a very close partnership, and this is one of the things we partner on. It's always a joy to work with Dennis. In addition to thanking all the judges, the students, I want to thank board members. We're giving out we had a record number of entries this year, I think 88, is that right? We have a record amount of prize money, almost $2,300. Need to thank Foothills board members. All this prize money comes from their own pockets, so it's very nice in that regard. And also to thank Edie, who, my goodness, I mean, this takes so much effort to organize this, and she's just a joy to work with. So thank you, Edie.
Last year, another thing we did besides opening up the format is that we opened up the entries to all Rappahannock students, whether they attended Rappahannock County Public Schools or any of the private schools or homeschools. And it has been a joy to have all of our kids working together for something together. I wanted to mention that this fantastic looking program is a creative work of art from Dennis. I don't know how he does that, but it is really attractive. And I want to thank Before and After for being the ones who baked all of our cookies for us. The winners each, after you will have a chance, I'll explain it, to be on the stage. And when you leave the stage, you may take one of these really big ducky cookies. And on the way out, everybody else can take a little ducky cookie that will be in the lobby. But unfortunately, the rules here prohibit us from eating within the theater. So you have to save it and put your crumbs outside. So as you probably know, because you've been living with this with your kids for quite a while, is that the prompts that we created, which were very long process to create the prompts, there were 6 prompts, and the students had to reply to one of the prompts. Most of the winners were able to not only let us know which prompt by the work that they were answering, but they answered the prompts fully, every part of them. So here were the prompts. Prompt number 1, tell a story about yourself, pretending that it will be put into a time capsule for you to open in 20 years. Describe what you imagine your life will be like between now and then. Number 2, you have just won a round-trip airplane ticket to travel anywhere in the world. Tell a story about where you would go, why you want to go there, and what you expect to experience in this place. Number 3 was tell a story about a person you admire, making clear why you feel this way. Or tell a story about a person or type of person you tend to avoid and why. Not a teacher. I'm a teacher. 4, look up Spoon River Anthology and use it as a model to create a Rappahannock County anthology that tells the story of the small fictional town of Rapp River. In a collection of 4 to 5 short pieces, describe the variety of people that you would meet in Rapp River and what makes the town unique and the experiences of a Rapp River teenager. 5, imagine that for 3 months you do not use your cell phone or tablet or computer outside of school. Tell a story of what that's like for you, including how you replace the time screens used to take up in your life and the ways that change impacts you as a person. What would this experiment be like? Would you be more isolated or more connected to things or people that are meaningful to you? And then the 6th prompt was, I want to remember or forget something tied to Rappahannock County. So our students responded, as I said, in a variety of just fantastic forms. And we had then panels of judges. We had a middle school panel, and we had 2 high school panels because there were so many entries. We were pretty equally split between Rappahannock County Public Schools and the others. The art panel consisted of a successful Rappahannock painter and a very well-known documentary filmmaker. Last year, we did not have that expertise, and we decided that if we're going to invite art, we should have artists judging it. And then we had a new panel, which was the finalist panel, who took all the high scorers from all of those, and they made the final decisions on first, second, third, and honorable mentions. So judges, I wanted to tell you, never knew the names of the students who were submitting, and they did not know what school they were from. They were nothing but a number. And so they knew if they were in middle school or if they were in high school. But not until the judging was complete and final did we match up a name and a school with the winners. In a moment, I'm going to ask all the middle school students who are here who submitted a story to come up to the stage. Luke Christopher, who is the photographer for the Rapp News, will take your picture, and then you can return to your seats. And then after that, the judges will announce the middle school storytelling contest winners. After that, we'll recognize the high school. So I would like all the middle school judges and all the middle school students who submitted stories to come up to the stage. Judges and students. Yeah. think some students are missing, but we will recognize them anyway. So, Luke, do you want to get a picture of everyone? Can you see where Luke is? You should come together and smile. No. Okay. And students, why don't you stand to the side there? And we'll start with the honorable mentions. Liza Collery, would you like to, honorable mention number 1. Here's the mic.
Do I announce the winner?
Jeannie.
So honorable mention number 1 goes to Genial Lynn. Is she here? Oh, she's coming. Hello. Congratulations. So in this nostalgic story, the author paints a picture of an idyllic Rappahannock childhood. The story is at its best when it introduces the animals that populated the character's sun-drenched youth. A loyal dog who waits for the girl to return from school, and cows with deadpan faces who gently watched her at play. Looking back from a future tainted by pollution, the narrator offers a sweet portrait of a family that is rich in love and humor. Congratulations.
Certificate and a check behind it.
Huh?
And a check is behind it. Good.
You know, he's joining there because we're going to want to get a picture with everyone. So if you will hand that now to Bob. Another honorable mention goes to,
Grayson Wolf. Is Grayson here?
I know that's a high school, I
I'm sorry?
think. Isn't that a high school?
Oh, it is. Rose. Rose Grimsley. Rose chose the prompt about the time capsule.
You can step forward. Thank you.
It was a fascinating story, and I guess you were in the time capsule, Rose. You were chosen to participate in a project that put you in this 20-year time capsule, waking up at age 32 to fame and floating cars and robot trash cans and dogs. The story was punctuated with lively adjectives and adverbs with specific details that painted a vivid picture for the reader. Congratulations.
There's a certificate and there's a check behind it. Congratulations.
Luke was also a judge.
Hello. So this submission is a piece of art, a painting of the Statue of Liberty, and the prompt was, if I want a trip anywhere. So they want a trip to go all the way to New York City and to paint the most iconic image of the city, which represents this country. It's the Statue of Liberty. And it's taken at sunset with really nice red and yellow hues coming down, buildings in the back lit up, and then a really intriguing statue where you just keep staring at it. And I think that's the best sign of art, is you just keep looking at it. And you don't know why, the lines, the contours, but it's really a compelling piece. I think we all agreed on that. Yeah. And Valerie?
Valerie Cook here? No. No. Okay.
All right.
She's a Rappahannock County Public School 8th grader.
So I'd like to say how difficult it is being a judge, but I'd be lying totally. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to read the stories, to look at the presentations, and in some instances, just to look at an image. And this award for third place for the middle school category just sort of jumped out at all of us. And I can't tell you what the prompt is. It's a piece of, I believe, manga art that I know very little about. I can't tell you what the story that's told in this piece of art is. And so selfishly, my reaction to seeing this was, I really want to meet the person that did this and find out about it. It's striking. So Amarina McCarthy. Oh, there you go. What a treat. Way to go. I can't show it to all. I can't show it to all of you, but if you want to gather in the back of the room after the ceremony, Amarina can explain the story to me. Do you want to? You've got it. This is my copy. I brought this so you could sign it for me. But congratulations, Amarina.
It's going to be Claudia. Claudia? Yeah. Step on up. So this is second place, a Wakefield second grader, Claudia Archila, right? Yeah. Okay. Claudia was responding to the second prompt, and she chose to write a poem. And her poem was called Memories. And she was very creative in the way she was able to combine rhythm and free verse. And she stuck to her topic of the time capsule. And the sincere tone of your entire poem was really stunning, even when, by the end of the poem, the reader understood your disappointments of what had happened in the preceding 20 years. So congratulations.
Congratulations. And the check is behind you.
The winner of the first prize in the middle school wrote a wonderful interpretation of the Spoon River Anthology as seen through the eyes of Rapp River, the little town, probably set at the same time as Edgar Lee Winter's story, about 1913. And there are 5 very vivid characters, including Jam, or Benjamin, and his best friend Eddie, and a bookseller. Thank heavens there was a bookstore in Rappahannock, and a couple of other people, but it was in 4 parts, and the title was The 4th of July. And it reminded me so much of walks along the Thornton River, of the 4th of July ceremonies, or the fireworks when viewed from Red Oak Mountain. It was an evocation of a county that we know so well and hasn't changed in many ways, according to this vision. So congratulations, Mac Wolford. That's you. Congratulations. Well done. Really
$500.
wonderful writing.
Students, on your way out, help yourself to a big winner's cookie. Mary Sherman Willis, Scott Willis, Liza Collery, and Bob Hurley. Will all the high school students who participated and submitted come on up, and will all the high school judges please come on up? The high school judges were Cindy Griffin, who couldn't be here with us tonight, Bob Hurley again, Bernie Olson, Laura Cullenberg, Mary Sherman, and Scott also. Oh, you were judges, but you're not presenting, right? Okay, but they were the finalist judges. So, when a judge calls your name, you know what to do. You just saw it. So, an honorable mention.
Grayson. All right, I got it right. How are you, Grayson?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Grayson chose the prompt about the round-trip airline ticket. In his story, he opened with an engaging conversation about a good night's sleep. And then in the second part of the story, the tone changed and took us to Lebanon, which has suffered the deprivations of war and over several decades, and where he has relatives. He wanted to give one of those relatives a round-trip airline ticket back to the United States so they could live here. The thoughtful use of words and writing style conveyed the importance of an issue that was both personal and universal and made it come alive. I'd just like to read his closing sentence. They're missing out on so many things that we take for granted here in the U.S. freedom to go where we want, ability to have safe shelter, food and water, experiencing the melting pot of all cultures in the USA, and most importantly, not living in constant fear of bombs or gunfire and death. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, mine was number 53, Taylor Schuler. So Taylor, your submission was poetic, creative, and thoughtful, and you went deep into big, weighty issues: injustice, corruption, ignorance, weaving together global and personal concerns, which was impressive because you have a lot to think about in high school, in your own backyard, and you went wide. And you did so with moving language and images. I'll just read you one stanza near the closing. We must not let brutality be synonymous with strength, nor our martyrs become mundane, nor silence be reduced to solace. You describe restlessness, and restlessness can be good. It's fuel. In reading your submission, one thinks this is a person who ruminates deeply about important themes. And a person who has their eyes so wide open probably has their heart wide open too. And with that, you can change the world. And reading this, I think you just might. Congratulations.
Daniel Fletcher. Daniel, a Wakefield 10th grader. Daniel responded to the prompt asking about a Rapp River anthology. And he created a 2.5-minute film, video, what would you call it? YouTube, what is it? A slideshow, in which he combined 3 things. He combined scenes made of Lego, 5 different scenes made of Lego, with a oompa band and a singer, and a very descriptive caption for each of the scenes, so that he was able to be very thorough with his response. It was an imaginative submission. It reflected a lot of effort. It reflected care, and it reflected humor. It concluded with a Rapp River teenager who said, lived centrally enough to bike to school, and ascends the steps to the start of his sophomore year. Congratulations.
So runner-up in the art part of it is Andrew Witt. Is he here? And he drew a fantastic picture, very dark, of these mountains, and he said he wanted to go to Alaska to watch the stars. So this mountains going up, and it was very, very dark with very bright stars. And I wonder if he wants to see the northern lights while he's there. So.
Andrew is a Rappahannock County grade 10 student. Okay, and we had so many, we don't usually have these many honorable mentions, but they were very deserving. Bernie, you have Peter?
Peter Miglano. So I think one of the great things when you read is when a story just captures you in the very first sentence. And so I'm going to read this very first sentence, and you'll see why. And this is how the sentence, and it was from prompt number 3, the person I look up to. As he walked in, I could feel myself getting more nervous. Beads of sweat were beginning to form on my head. How was I supposed to act? And that sentence caught me and really made me love your story. So congratulations.
In third place is Arella Nagel, Wakefield, grade 12. Arella, you you were a honorable mention last year, right? She stuck with it, and here she is placing. Very nice. Taking a recipe for chocolate chip cookies and combining it with the emotional and mood of baking with your grandma is an interesting mix. And Arella created a very appealing essay, which she had control over the entire time. Replying to the prompt number 3 about the person who you admire, it conjured up all of the atmosphere of the kitchen, the movements, and most of all, the mood and emotional connection with her grandmother. Congratulations. Come over here.
Emma Brown for second place. This story was chosen because it is the great American story, someone coming from another place and making their way with grit and determination and resilience. And to admire your mother that way is absolutely fabulous. So congratulations.
And for first place, Taylor Pullen? No?
Just explain why Taylor won.
Well, Taylor chose what I would remember about Rappahannock County 20 years from now. It was a heartfelt and powerful story, beautifully written with smooth transitions between the various paragraphs, with each describing a new feeling or a memory, and all tied to a common theme, which is so important in the storytelling. Well done, Taylor, and we hope you get your prize money soon.
Congratulations. On your way out, take one of your big winner cookies. Congratulations to everyone. Oh, did you get a picture?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh, so, okay, good. Let's have a big picture. Step on over. We want you real close. Congratulations. Nice work, really.
Come up a couple pieces.
Dennis and, are you going to get a picture?
Yeah, if you could. If you want to go on the end, that way, do you mind going on the end? And then just sort of stagger. Great. And then see a little bit of.
Very obvious.
All right. And 1, 2, 3, reverse. Great. Thank you.
So what happens next? What happens next is that the Rappahannock News creates a special edition honoring all of you, includes your photos and includes your work. It's always a really super popular edition of the news. The Foothills Forum and the Rappahannock News and all of us, thank you for all the effort you put in, the family support you've got, and we hope to see you next year. Goodbye.